Hi, my name is Brent and I'm a music and voice teacher, and today we're going to be doing a highly requested video from one of our favorite bands on this channel, Nightwish, and we're going to be doing their song Poet and the Pendulum. Now, I've done my research, so I kind of have an idea on what this is about and like how personal it is. So I'm excited to see, and I have the video right now with lyrics. Without further ado, let's start. Okay, so before we continue, I'm noticing a lot of stuff in the music, like behind the singer, which I don't think this is Floor. Okay, so and there's nobody on stage, so I think this is like pre-recorded, and it sounds like a boy soprano who's singing, which, by the way, nice classical diction. But behind the singer, there's I noticed some kind of like rhythm with pizzicato strings. I think that was a glockenspiel, and I think that sounded like a clarinet or an oboe. There's so much going on in the background of the singer, which makes this whole section engaging. You know, it's not just flat synth with a singer on top. No, there's a lot of things going on, right? So let's listen to that again and then we'll continue. Listen to the background. There was an oboe. This is orchestrated very well. All right. Too bad the audio that I'm listening right now is too compressed. If there isn't a circle pit in the audience right now, it's like a huge crime against humanity. I tell you. Look at her stomach. Okay, look at her stomach when she sings. This is like a very good shot for Floor, because one, she's wearing like a skin-tight leather dress, leather outfit, so it's like sticks to her skin, which is like, in this case, for educational purposes, it's kind of neat because you can see it move when her body does. Okay, so let's go back a little bit and then observe how she's breathing. Look at your stomach. Good. Nice. Nice. Alright, so that section right there was just like a string of high notes, one after the other. And it might not seem much, but she's doing a lot. Okay, I can hear that she's doing a lot, because like first off, it doesn't really sound easy, you know. Even when you're just listening casually, it doesn't sound easy. It sounds impressive. There are high notes, but to achieve that, it's not just, you know, you're not just reaching for the notes. In fact, you should never reach for notes when you sing. Okay. But as we observed earlier, she knows how to breathe correctly, which is like one of the basics that you need to know before you even attempt singing like this, like she does. But also, you know, she has like huge focus when she's singing. There was no sign of strain, no hints of strain. So that means she was like smart enough to not get carried away by the very energetic metal band behind her, because, you know, it's really very easy to like get carried away and then match their energy, match their volume, and just like go for it. But if you like just go for it, there's no way you would survive that entire thing. She's doing her best to sing correctly, but also she's one with the music. You can see that she's putting a lot of effort on like really enunciating the words, even in these high notes. And she's not a native English speaker, so like all of that combined like allowed her to survive the whole thing. And we're just 3 minutes in. Okay, let's continue. Those two, they're just talking. Her diction's so amazing. New section.
Turquoise
Okay, so first let's talk about like what they did with the instruments there, like at the start of the new section. So you heard like a melody from the lower strings, which I assume is a cello. That instrument was like introducing the melody that Floor is currently singing, which I think is like the main theme of this section. So yeah, and also during this part, I wouldn't call Floor's vocals as classical or operatic. They're more Broadway or something like that. You know, it's not dark or big enough to be considered classical, because like classical singing like really sounds big, even if it's in pianissimo or like, you know, soft, like very soft notes. They're still big notes. So yeah, so I won't call this classical, but it also sounds, but it's not a bad thing, because this is obviously a choice, you know, for her to sing this delicately, this, you know, this softly. And yeah, if she was training like in the previous section of those high notes, she won't be able to do this. Okay.
I'm afraid, so afraid, being raped again and again and again. I know I will die alone, but
And by the way, these lyrics are very poetic. And it's coming from a personal place too, so it hits differently.
For years, I've been strapped onto this altar. Now I only have 3 minutes. Count. I just wish the tide would catch me first.
It's like a movie soundtrack, like something you would hear in like a superhero movie. Isn't this the title of the album that this song is in? Dark Passion Play. I think the band Demo Burgier has a song that has something like this. Marco singing, Marco singing. Okay. God, I love that guy. We already know that Marco is like a good singer. He's a great singer. But what impresses me the most is that right here, he's playing a riff with a steady riff. But it's not really complicated, but like it keeps moving, right? It's in a different rhythm from what he's singing. And I play bass myself, and I also sing, and I tried doing it. I tried doing it together, and it's so much harder than like playing guitar while singing or playing the piano while singing. And it's also very like risky because the bass guitar, the bass instrument, kind of like serves as a floor for the other instruments. So like when the bass goes out of tune, if the bassists make mistakes or makes a mistake, then it throws the whole band off. Keyboards can make a mistake, it's fine. The guitars can make a mistake, it's fine. It may be obvious, but it won't throw the whole thing off. But if the bass makes a mistake, then everything like goes sideways. Everything goes off the rails. I really love that chromatic descent. Damn, Floor.
Today, in the year of our Lord 2005, two of us was called from the cares of the world. He stopped crying at the end of each beautiful day. The music he wrote had too long been without silence. He was found naked.
I'm having
dead,
goosebumps right
a
now.
smile on his face, a pen, and 1,000 pages of erased text.
Did it just... Is it done? Okay. So when he did this, like, he already committed like suicide, right? So I think the scene is like afterlife, mother and father. Wow. is so good.
The beginning.
Oh, they're standing next to Thomas. It's his song, right? It's his story.
Thank you.
Aww. Okay. So, that last bit was very emotional. And it's also like one of the more harder things to sing, actually. Because that section had like high notes, and you can't go loud because it'll totally go against the music right now with them, like the message of this section, of the closing section, and like the mood of the lyrics, the emotions that you need to convey. You can't belt out strongly like the heavy parts from before. And soft high notes are very difficult because they need like a very specific amount of air and support, because too much then you're going to gonna go full on belt. Too little, then you're going to slip back to your head voice or your falsetto, which it's not so wise to rely on falsetto or head voice every time you sing soft high notes, which like in this section Floor did a very good job because she needed to build up with the music. So what she did was she relied on her mixed voice, you know, on those high notes, on those long high notes, and she's doing a great job of controlling her air so that she gets what she exactly needs. And again, it's so much harder than it sounds because it takes a great deal of control and restraint to do so, because like it feels so good to belt. You know, it feels so good to like sing high notes, especially when you know how to do them, and especially if you nail them. That there takes a lot of artistry, control, restraint, and maturity to understand that the music and the message should always come first. You know, the music, the message, the story, they should always come first. You're just a vessel for it. And also very emotional lyrics. Very beautiful song. Thank you very much for suggesting this song and for suggesting that I read the backstory behind it, because everything just made sense. So if you have any more requests for Nightwish, or actually from any other artist, please leave them in the comment section down below. And for more reactions and other stuff, please click the subscribe button down below. And if you want to support my channel, you may now buy me a coffee, linked in the description down below. So yeah, I guess that's it for today, and I hope to see you in the next one.